Hey, welcome to the Life After 50 show. This is Katherine Watson, and we are back. We took a hiatus with the Life After 50 show for a while, but I think it's time to come back, especially since so many of us are quarantined to our homes. We need to bring everything out into the digital world. So here we are, and I'm really excited today. I've got two great guests on. We're going to be spotlighting care partners, and I've got Darian coming on to talk to us a little bit about that. And then our show is going to be the truth about reverse mortgages. And I've brought Jon Karuschkat, and I think I pronounced his name correctly this time. He'll be speaking to us about why it's a good time to be doing that now. So in a minute, we'll bring up Jon, but for right now, I want to bring up Darian with Care Partners because they are doing a lot of wonderful things to help seniors and the families that they serve. CarePartnersTexas.org, I've put their web address on the screen, and here comes Darian to tell us all about it. There she is.
Hi.
And Jon, I'm going to bring you back down. Whoops, we're going to come back here. And let's see if we can get, well, we've got all three of us. Okay, I'm learning a new program today, so bear with me, people. Jon, you're just going to have to sit there and listen to Darian and I for a minute.
That's fine. Hi, Darian.
Hi. Hi, Katherine. Thanks so much for having me. Hi, everyone.
Thank you. Thank you for
my
being
name.
on. So tell us a little bit about what is Care Partners, because some of the people watching may not know what it is.
Yeah, so Care Partners, we are a nonprofit organization here in Houston and Waco. We provide support, education, and resources to family caregivers and quality, no-cost care to their loved ones who are dealing with aging or other memory issues. So
Okay.
we...
And you and I are partnering together to put on a conference, an online conference in May. In fact, Jon is going to be speaking at that conference. We've got a lineup of about 5 or 6 professionals. It's kind of a mini conference, but we're going to bring several of those to you throughout the year, right?
Exactly. So we are going to be teaming up together to get industry professionals to cover a wide variety of topics. We're so excited to bring more access to education online. We know this is kind of an interesting time, and so, but we're Care Partners, and I know Find Houston Senior Care is, we're just so dedicated to helping you guys, supporting you guys, and bringing you education. So
yes,
we're really excited.
And I might add, if you're a professional watching this show and you have something to give, you have a talent, a service, whatever that can help family caregivers, reach out to Darian and her team at Care Partners, because they're looking for strategic partnerships to help the seniors. So many people are in a strange, like you said, it's strange times right now, and people are in a peculiar situation. They're not able to do what they used to do, and it's going to be especially hard on the family caregivers. So we want to give them as much support as possible, and Care Partners is really, that is their goal and their mission, to really help those people. So I applaud you for that. And now we're going to move forward with the show with Jon. Thank you again.
Yes, thanks so much.
Today. Yes. And if you want to be a spotlight on the show, or you have something that you want to share on the show, please reach out to me. We'd love to talk to you about opportunities to bring information and awareness to all of the people out there in Facebook and YouTube. This show, by the way, is on Facebook and YouTube. So you can watch it at either place. All right, Darian, I'm going to try to remove you from the stream, and we'll see what happens. We did it. Yay. Okay, so it's just me and Jon here, and we are going to talk about why it's a good time for reverse mortgage. And Jon, before we get into that, please just tell us a little bit about who you are and why you're the expert on this.
Well, I've been in the mortgage business for over 30 years. I know mortgages. But I also, a couple of years ago, started to work in the reverse mortgage field. I like working with seniors. I like talking to people. I like solving problems. I work for AAG, American Advisors Group. They are the largest provider of reverse mortgages in the country. They know what they're doing. They know how to take care of people. They know how to make things happen. That's why I went to work for AAG. So that's
Great. So before we get started with you, I want to make sure that everybody watching this knows you can put comments in the comment section below. If you have a question for Jon, put it in there. We'll pull it up on the screen and see if he can answer it in real time. So
Okay.
if you have anything that you want to say or add to the conversation, please do so. Jon, why is it a good time right now for reverse mortgages?
One of the good things about what's happening in the world today, it's a crazy world. We all know that. But one of the good things is that interest rates are way down.
Mm-hmm.
One of the effects that interest rates are way down is that people are eligible to borrow more money. So with the reverse mortgage, there's more money available. I mean, I can, as an example, I met with people yesterday that I'd met with 6 months ago, and they were short to close. They had a current mortgage and really couldn't do anything for them. So we had to leave them with their current mortgage. Met with them yesterday, and suddenly now they're $20,000 to the plus. They don't have to. We can pay off their current mortgage and have them have no mortgage payment for the rest of their lives. They can live in that house.
And, that's huge to take that burden off of somebody that is trying to stay in their own home. And I think right now you're going to see more and more seniors wanting to stay in their own home as we see what's happening in some of the large facilities with the shutdowns and things like that. If they can possibly manage to stay in their own home, they want to, but they may need some support doing that. And a reverse mortgage could help pay for that, couldn't it?
Absolutely. Reverse mortgage can help just subsidize their normal retirement. It can pay for in-home health care. It can pay for renovations. Virtually anything that anybody can think of that they could use money for, that's what a reverse mortgage can do, because
That's
it's just
wonderful.
a loan.
Yeah.
When people stay at home, there's fewer doctor visits. They become much healthier overall. Just by staying at home, just by staying in the environment that they know.
Yeah. So, but Jon, a lot of people out there have this misconception, I call it, that reverse mortgages are not safe. Would you just talk to us about that and why that came about and why it's not true?
Okay. Everybody's heard a story. Everybody's hairdresser's aunt's brother, whatever, has some story of something that happened. And some of it's true, and it all happened 15, 20 years ago. In the last 10, 15 years, reverse mortgages are insured by the government. They have made all kinds of changes. They've made changes in 2013, 2015, 2017, all for the benefit of the consumer, to protect the consumer. It is now a very safe product. It's not a product where somebody's going to lose their house. It's not a product where it's just a loan, and that's what it is. But it's insured by the government. It is an FHA loan, so it's a very safe product now. All the stories that anybody's heard in the past, if somebody tells you, "Oh, that's a terrible thing," ask them to check the facts, because today's facts is that it's a very good product and very safe. It's just a loan. That's all that it is.
Yeah. I have a personal experience. As you know, Jon, we've talked about it. My dad set up a reverse mortgage, and I thank God every day that he did, because when mom needed around the clock care, her last 2 years of life, that was expensive. My sisters and I stepped in. We did it on the weekends, but we were still working and we needed some support. So we had to hire somebody to do like Monday through Friday morning. And then we would take over Friday morning, Friday at noon to Monday at noon. But for that period that we couldn't do it, we hired somebody using the money from the reverse mortgage. We couldn't have done it we could not have kept her in her home. And that's where she wanted to be, and that's where her family wanted to be. And so we feel good that we were able to honor those wishes, and everybody was a lot happier with the situation. So yeah, reverse
that's an
mortgages
excellent
are
use.
great. Yeah,
That's an excellent use of reverse mortgage. It's very typical because home care is expensive.
it is. It is. And unfortunately, and we'll get into that in some of the talks that we're going to be doing at the mini conference in May, and be watching for that information. It's not out yet, but we'll be having the registration coming soon for the conference. But we'll be having people talking about, a lot of people are under the misconception that Medicare is going to pay for it all. It's not. So it doesn't pay for that day-to-day care that a lot of people need. Whether you need a few hours or round the clock like my mom did, it could happen. So, Jon, one more question before we have to go today. Can you refinance an existing reverse mortgage to take advantage of the great low interest rates?
Absolutely. If you had a reverse mortgage that you took out 18 months ago, 2 years ago, whatever, a lot of times with today's interest rates, we can refinance that and give access to more money for people to borrow. There's more money there. And not to mention the fact that lowering, because reverse mortgages eventually have to be paid back. And with today's interest rates, there's certainly less that has to be paid back because it's a lower interest rate. So yes, reverse mortgages are excellent. Even if you had one years ago, might be a good idea to give me a call and let's at least talk.
Yes.
That's what I do, is I talk to people, and it may not work for everybody, but for those people that it does work for, we'd love to visit with them. And there we go.
All right. And I see somebody is asking a question. How much does a reverse mortgage cost? Darian wants to know.
There are normal closing costs, and it's pretty much the same as a regular refinance loan. So it's the same. You have title fees, you have recording fees, you have attorney fees. Frankly, everybody has their hands in your pocket, but that's the way it is. But it's the same as with the regular refinance or a purchase loan. It's just a mortgage. So it's the same approximate cost.
And you can, have a phone conversation with people and help them understand the exact cost to them, right?
Absolutely. In today's world, with a lot of people not wanting to visit in person, I mean, I always prefer to meet with somebody in person, because you get to see somebody and you get to know them. But in today's world, I can meet on Skype or Zoom or whatever is necessary, or we can do everything on the phone. Or I'll work with people any way that they want. It's
Great.
We understand that.
Well, we've got to adjust right now, don't we? We have to adjust to the times and what's going on, because it looks like this could go on for quite some time. So making some adjustments, learning some new things, and that's good. Our brains will keep sharper. Jon, thank you so much for being on the show. And I want to thank Darian again with Care Partners. Call Jon, just talk to him. It costs nothing to call you. I know Jon, he's not going to hard sell you anything. He wants what's best for you, and he'll just talk to you, get your information, and let you know what he can or cannot do for you and whether it's a good fit for you. So if you've been thinking about it, or maybe you're thinking about it now, give Jon a call at the number above. And again, thank you so much for being part of this show today. Again, it's Catherine Watson. This is the Life After 50 show with Find Houston Senior Care. And we are dedicated to helping you get more information and resources that you need. The website, Find Houston Senior Care, allows you to find care homes, home care companies, and organizations like Care Partners that was on here today, to be able to get all of the resources and the help that you need. Again, thanks to everybody for being here, and hope you're having a great day.
Thank you, Catherine.
Bye-bye.